Hey guys! Today's video is going to be my July favorites, and I have a decent amount of products here, so let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is a hair product. This is the dry shampoo from Garnier Fructis. This is the Volume Extend Instant Boddifier Dry Shampoo, and it says it's for fine or flat hair. And that pretty much describes my hair to a T. I rarely repurchase dry shampoos because I never like the ones I try. And yes, I've tried the Batiste ones, and I don't know, I feel like I've tried a ton of different brands, and I picked up this Garnier Fructis one just because I ran out of whatever one I was using and I was at the drugstore and I just needed one. So I picked this up, and this is now my second bottle of it. I do use dry shampoo quite often. I have to wash my hair every other day, if not every day, because it just gets so oily. But how I've been using this is I've been spraying it on my hair, even if it's clean, and especially the night before I go to bed. When I know I'm not going to wash my hair the next day, I like lather my hair with dry shampoo, and then when I wake up the next day, I'm able to still work with what I have, and it's not nearly as oily. I do think there must be A+ dry shampoo out there that I just can't live without, and I'm still on the hunt for it. So if you do know of one that you are obsessed with, that's your holy grail, leave it down below and I'll do some research on them, because I'm still looking for one that I'm dying over. But this one is pretty darn good, considering I've tried so many other ones and I've never wanted to repurchase them. If you are in the market for one and you're at the drugstore, this one's very inexpensive and I suggest trying it out. Another hair product that I want to talk about is a heat protectant from L'Oreal, and this says it gives lasting volume. I really like this a lot. It has a nice smell to it, and for some reason I really like nozzles that are like shaped like this. I don't know why, I just feel like they spray and mist everything really nicely. And I have been using this pretty much every day that I use heat on my hair, which is pretty much every day, so I've been liking this a lot. And the last hair product that I want to talk about is my curling wand. This one is from Numi, and I believe this is the 25mm barrel. This is a titanium wand. I have been using this every other day. So like I said before, I'll wash my hair every other day. The days that I don't wash it, I've been using this on it. Sometimes if I have time after I wash and blow dry my hair, I'll use it as well. But usually that's a little bit too much time spent on just my hair. So I'll wear it like straight, like today, I washed it today, and then tomorrow I will use this, wrap it around, you know how the drill, and I just get these really nice wavy curls, and they're a great size. It's not too big of a barrel to where it's like super loose, but it's also not too tiny to where it's like itty bitty Shirley Temple ringlet curls. And another thing that I've been doing as far as my curls go is I will wrap, obviously this isn't on so it's not gonna show it, but I'll wrap the hair around it almost all the way, but I'll leave a little extra at the end, where typically I would try to wrap it all the way around. I leave a little bit at the end, and it just makes the hair look a little bit messier, a little bit unkempt, so it's not as perfectly polished curls, and I have been obsessed over that the last month. I absolutely love it. Now moving on to some skincare items. This is a product you may have heard me talk about in a What's in My Shower video, which I'll link down below if you're interested in seeing every product that I keep in my shower and use on a daily basis. This is the Yes to Grapefruit Correct and Repair Daily Facial Scrub. And I think this is really great because it's a 99% natural product. It has very fine granules that allow you to exfoliate your face. I use this a couple times a week, definitely not every day, although I do think that it would be gentle enough to try to use every day. I just don't want to be too harsh on my skin, so I kind of avoid that. But it's just a nice product to use for exfoliation, and it's at the drugstore, so it's relatively inexpensive. And this has a really nice smell as well. Very citrusy, obviously grapefruit and then lemon. I really like this a lot, and I would recommend it for a face scrub. I apologize in advance because I have lost the lid. I'll probably find it the second I finish filming this video, but for now, this is all you get. This is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Ultra Light Gel Moisturizer. Instant hydration, kind to skin. And Simple is a brand that I've heard of before, but I've never tried any of their products. And I was on the hunt this month to actually buy a moisturizer for my face. I don't moisturize my face, basically. I never really have, only when I was on Accutane and my skin was a little bit dry from the Accutane did I feel like I need to moisturize. But other than that, I just have never felt the need to moisturize. And even when I did, just for the sake of moisturizing, I felt like it made me break out or something. So I just like avoided moisturizing altogether, besides like my legs and everything. So I wanted to pick this up because I know that I should be moisturizing my face, but I wanted something that was, like it says, ultra light. So this is like a gel moisturizer. It is very thin. It soaks into my skin immediately. And it's not something that you need to like wait for it to like settle or, you know, wait a little bit to do your makeup so it can actually like soak in completely. No, like once you rub it in, it's basically in. I've been using this morning and night. I haven't noticed like a huge difference in my skin because like I said before, my skin seemed fine without moisturizer at all. But I'm liking using this and I will continue to use it until I need something that's a little more heavy duty, which I haven't needed yet. So great moisturizer, again from the drugstore, and I would recommend it. If you're looking for a new toner, I have one that I am obsessed with. This is my second bottle of this, and it is the Murad Hydrating Toner. It says it rebalances and rehydrates skin, restores pH balance, and neutralizes surface impurities. And this is from the Resurgence line. I got mine at Sephora, and like I said, this is my second bottle, so clearly I'm in love with it. It is so refreshing, and that's what I love about it most. It's a mist, as you can see, it has like a nozzle here, so you don't need to use a cotton ball or a cotton pad. It's very easy and mess-free, and I have been using this after every single time I wash my face, and sometimes even over my makeup, just to feel refreshed, and it has a really nice smell to it, and I just absolutely love this. I definitely recommend you try it out. The past couple months, I have had the opportunity to try out the Glam Glow Mask. This is the Super Mud one. It's a clearing treatment, and this is from Sephora. These are extremely expensive masks. This was $69 for this tub, which is quite small if you ask me. And that is why it took me so long to try them, because I was like, honestly guys, $69, I mean, I can just dream of everything that I could buy with that money. But it was my birthday month in June, so I wanted to try it out, and I did, and I'm so glad I did. This is so good. It smells a little bit weird, like licorice-y, but it is so good. I do not use it that often because I try to save it because it is so expensive. But I would say like twice a month I cover my entire face in this mud mask. It makes such a difference, like immediate difference. This isn't something that you need to continue to use over time to really see the benefits. Like, it really works. And especially I think for people who have impurities on their face, which we all do, but if you have clogged pores or you're acne prone or things like that, which I definitely am, I love this mask. I've never tried another mask in my life that has made such an immediate difference, and I have to say that once this one is out, I will be repurchasing it. I have two pairs of lashes that I have to mention, and the first one is from Ardell, and these are the number 402. I absolutely love these for everyday wear, and it's so funny because looking at them in the case, I would never pick these up, and I just had to mention them to you guys because if you're like me, you would have looked at these and gone, nope, what's next? I never really go for this edgy line. I don't know, none of them really appeal to me, but one day I was wanting to try out some different pairs, so I picked this up, and I got so many compliments, especially from one of my friends who wears lashes all the time, so she knows her stuff. She was like, what lashes are you wearing? Like, those blend with your natural lashes so much. And I was like, oh my god, they're these spiky ones that I would have never bought. I don't know why they look so good, but they really do, just because of how spiky they are. When they're blended with your natural lashes, they just look so good. I can't really explain it, and of course I don't have them on today, but I love these, so try these out. These are relatively inexpensive because they're Ardell. You can get them so many different places. And then just the House of Lashes brand in general, I'm really impressed with. This is the style in Iconic, and I got to wear these, not these exact ones, this is another pair, but I got to wear these a few times in the past couple months, and I love the Iconic ones so much. Not necessarily for every day, because they are quite dramatic, at least on me, but going out or for a special dinner or something where it wasn't just like a work day, I loved how these looked. Like, I tried to get so many uses out of these because they are just so beautiful. I love them. And also the ones that I'm wearing on my lashes today, these are Pixie Luxe. And I did actually wear these all day today. And this is probably the fourth or fifth time that I've worn them because I've been taking really good care of them. They are lashes that are, I think the Pixie Luxe ones are like $9 to $12, so they're not super cheap, and you do have to buy them online, so it's not something that I like to just like, yeah, let me just wear these every day, and then throw them in the trash. So I've been like really taking care of them, putting them back in their case, and I've gotten quite a bit of use out of them. But these, as you might be able to tell, they're just like, they're full and they're just more for every day. They're not too like in your face like the iconic ones are. So I really like both of these and the Ardell ones. Okay, a brush that I've had in my collection for like over a year and I just started getting major use out of it is the Sigma Large Powder. This is the F30 brush. I mean, looking at this, it's just like, yeah, great, powder brush, like big deal. We all have a powder brush. No, I use this for bronzer, and this has been so nice. First of all, it's like super soft, which I love in any of my brushes, but I was seriously in such a rut this month with my bronzer brushes. Like, every brush that I typically use for bronzer, I was like, ugh, I'm really getting tired of it. It's making my bronzer like blotchy. It's making good bronzers look bad. So I was really on the hunt for one, and I have a decent amount of brushes, and I was just hating the idea that I was probably gonna have to buy a new one just for bronzer, which I was willing to do. And then I found this one in my collection, and it has been working so perfect for bronzer. What I do is I actually dip it in my bronzer, and I don't dip it like this. I dip it like to the side, so it's only really on half the brush, and that's when I can like really chisel out my cheeks with bronzer. It's not gonna give you like a perfect, straight, harsh contour, but it just blends it out so well, and then I can do it on my forehead. It's not too big, but it's big enough to where it covers like a decent amount of space. So happy that I've been using this for bronzer. If you are feeling like me and you don't like your bronzer brush, just because this says large powder doesn't mean you just have to use it for like setting powder or other things like that. Try it for your powder bronzer. The bronzer that I have been using, and I seem to keep reaching for it on a daily basis, and I am wearing it today. This is from Inglot, and I picked this up when I was in IMATS in New York City. This is the bronzer in number 72. And I love how blendable this bronzer is. Now, if you're looking at it thinking, hey, cute orange bronzer. Yeah, it really does look pretty orangey, to be honest. When I first saw it at IMATS at the booth, I was like, okay, I'm not putting that on my face. But I just love it for, again, not a contour, but for warming up my face. I love it, and like I said, it is so smooth. Now, it also does have some shimmer in it, and if you see that there, I promise you that does not transfer on your cheeks at all. It is just, like, I'm touching it right now, and I'm like, wow, there's literally butter in here, because it is super smooth. I absolutely love it, and if I'm not mistaken, these bronzers are really not that expensive, so go on their website, I'll link it down below, and check it out. For the past month, the absolute only thing that I've been using to set my under eye concealer is from the Anastasia Contour Kit, and it's the one that's in the shade Banana. This color is so perfect, and it's so smooth. It is super blendable, very pigmented, and the soft yellow, it doesn't come off as banana-y yellow on your eyes. It just comes off as bright and light, and it just sets everything so nicely. I absolutely love it. I think that she is or has already come out with individual pans. So if you didn't get a chance to get your hands on this entire palette, I will tell you they are all great shades in here, including the contour shades. But when I pull out this kit, it is primarily for this banana shade. So once I hit pan on this little baby, I will be repurchasing this in an individual pan. And the last thing for my July favorites is this combo here. And this brush is dirty because I used it today, so mind your own business. I bought the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer a few months ago. Everybody talks about this concealer like, oh, it's so great. And so I was like, okay, let me try it for myself. Mine is in the shade Custard. And to be honest, like, I use it, but I haven't been loving it until I started using it with the Sigma F86 brush. And I do have a first impression of this brush on my channel already. If so, I will link it down below. And this is so great, and I think it's because this is super, super, super thick and creamy, and just using a beauty blender, it does, which I typically use for other under eye concealers, but using a beauty blender just, I don't know, it doesn't pick up enough of the product, and so it definitely creases. Even after setting it, I feel like it's very finicky, it's very, like, more difficult to blend out, but with this, it blends out perfectly. This picks up enough of the product to where it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't get too creasy. It just, if you're gonna use this, you need to use this. And if you're gonna use this, this is the best concealer to use with it. I feel like they are just so perfect together. So definitely if you have these two products already, try them together. It works so great. So that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorites were for the month of July in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!